On the outside, the Beetle's 50-year heritage is unmistakable, but once you open the door and get inside, first impressions are that it's absolutely light years away. It really feels more like the inside of the new Golf or the Passat. It's got a very high quality feel. And there are some 90s touches. You've got a power outlet. This is an automatic version, and of course the obligatory cup holders. Once you sit behind the wheel, one thing you instantly notice is the seating position. It's a normal driving position, and those pedals, well, they're very easy to reach, which some true Beetle enthusiasts may not like. But me, well, I think this would be a far more comfortable drive. However, inside VW haven't forgotten the heritage of this car. They've included a lovely touch, a little flower vase there by the steering wheel. And of course, it wouldn't be a true Beetle without the net on the side doors and these grab handles. All in all, Volkswagen have managed to combine old and new to produce something that's evolutionary and not really 60s revolutionary. But the engine may well not be at the back anymore, but the heart is definitely still in the right place. The curvy car for the next millennium may, on the face of it, seem to be an all-American affair. So it's rather comforting to know that the man who headed up the design team responsible for the new Beetle, Charles Elwood, was actually born in Chester before studying at Liverpool. He then moved to Germany to work for Volkswagen and ended up heading their Californian design studio.
Such an icon to redesign it, you have to use design principles like product design and the Bauhaus design school principles and keep to those very clean lines. But obviously, if you look at the car, it's a much more modern version of the original car, but using elements like the wheel arches, the dome between the wheel arches, and just making it very clean architecturally throughout the vehicle, on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's a stunning car to look at, but there are some very nice touches there, throwbacks to the original, aren't there? Did you feel it was important to include all the heritage?
Well, without using the word retro, we did try and take some elements out of the old vehicle, like the vase, like the grab handle, like the round binnacle where the instruments are there. So there is this essence of the old car there, but done in a very new modern way.
So what about the next design challenge for you after designing a Beetle? I mean, what comes next?
Oh, there's all sorts of things we're doing at the moment, which obviously I can't talk about. But it's going to be, I mean, the Beetle is one area we're looking at, but there are a lot more niche areas we're looking at. This is a niche vehicle. It's not mainstream as let's say a Toyota Camry or a Golf. This is off to the side a little bit. And a lot of customers are looking for niche vehicles as opposed to mainstream vehicles at the moment.
You talked about it being retro. We're not wanting to use the word too much, but it is retro. But obviously you've needed to update it to meet 90s legislation and also to meet the requirements of the 90s driver. How have you done that?
Well, it fulfills all the crash requirements in bumpers and side crash. Inside it has front airbags, passenger and driver airbag, and it has in the seat side airbags and crash beams in the doors. So it's fully fulfills all the legislation it's required to.
Just from looking around people here, the one thing that everybody seems to do is go up and touch it or stroke it, run their hands over the curves. Is that what you wanted? Is that the kind of reaction you were hoping for?
I think that's just what people do. It wasn't our intention, but that's what they're doing.
Well, are you the man responsible with turning a concept vehicle into a production reality in terms of the interior? How difficult a job was that?
I think this was the most difficult job we did ever.
Why? What challenges were you faced with?
Because the challenge was this: the study we showed in the Detroit Motor Show. It was planned to be a study for a non-emission vehicle in Los Angeles. So this was the point, and nobody ever thought about bringing this as a normal car on the road. So we really had to start at the beginning. We could not use any single part of the study we showed in Detroit.